Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing our NFL schedule predictions. I have been waiting to do this for a bit. Wanted to wait until after the draft. Lost my headphones, dear. Got my predicting coat on, or as I like to call it, predicting coat. But yeah, we're gonna start with the Baltimore Ravens today. Ravens at Chiefs. I mean, obviously going Chiefs here. The Ravens could win. Could win. But I don't see them winning. I think that Chiefs defense gets the best of Lamar again. And takes care of him. Sorry if you can hear that mower in the background. We're getting our yard mode. But yeah, I think the Chiefs do get the best of the Ravens again. Alrighty. And now they are 0-1 in the conference. Now we go to the Ravens and Raiders. I mean, obvious pick here. I'm going Ravens. Ravens are a better team than the Raiders. Better quarterback. Also, don't know why that's so high. Better quarterback. Better tight end. Better receivers. Well, actually, I might give receiver to the Raiders because they have Adams. But, you know, Cowboys and Ravens. Cowboys are really good at home during the regular season. Really good at home. So I'm going to take the Cowboys with that one. Cowboys are really good at home in the regular season. They do have some flumps, and they do lose some games they should win. But I do think they're going to beat the Ravens. I also think that defense, once again, Micah Parsons coming in, and that defense is going to get the best of Lamar. Bills and Ravens, that's another one where I'm like, the defense isn't great. I like the Bills' offense better last year, but now they don't have Stephon Diggs. They lost that piece. Keon Coleman seems to be their wide receiver one. I like Coleman as a person. I don't know how great he is on the field, so I'm going Ravens here. Ravens, Bengals in Cincinnati. I'm going to take Cincinnati to win that in Cincinnati. And the Ravens start the season 2-3, which plenty of teams have started with records like that and gone on to the playoffs. It happens. I do think the Bengals are going to win at home because of the environment, the crowd. The Bengals defense is okay. The Bengals have the better offense. The Ravens defense is the better defense. However, I think the Bengals will get the better of the Ravens here in the first game. But I do have them splitting the series. So if we come down here, I do think the Ravens beat the Bengals in Baltimore. As for Washington, once again going to the Ravens, I do think the Ravens Ravens obviously have a better team. And I'm just going to give that one to the Ravens. Buccaneers, also letting you know, this is all non-biased because I'm a Bucs fan, but this is all non-biased, just off of what I think. Ravens, great offense, like we've said, but I do think the Bucs take this one for one reason: their blitz defense. Lamar has struggled against the blitz his entire career. Bucs were a top 3 blitzing defense last year, and they've kept most of those pieces and still have Bowles calling the defense. I think Bucs do get the better of Lamar in that one. Browns, Ravens, give me the Ravens. I like the Ravens to beat the Browns. As a matter of fact, I have the Ravens sweeping the series. Obvious one. Broncos, I do think the Ravens take that one. I like the Ravens against the Broncos. Steelers, give me Pittsburgh at home. That defense, once again. Ravens there. I'll take Ravens there. I will take Ravens there. Ravens there. So I'm just going Ravens against the Steelers. Ravens against the Giants. Giants aren't that great of a team. Ravens against the Chargers, although the Chargers could pull that one out. I'm going to give it to the Ravens because I'm really curious about the Chargers wide receivers now. Because who do they have? And then the Texans beat the Ravens. I'm going to go with, I think the Texans get their revenge. Texans did play the Ravens last year, right? That was a thing that happened, right? That was a playoff game, right? Yeah, Ravens won. I think the Texans get their revenge. So I have the Ravens going 11-6. Great record. Now we'll move on to the next team in their division, which would be, we're going to go Browns for this one. So Cowboys, Browns. First game of the year. Browns coming back. I'm going Cowboys. I mean, I don't see the Browns winning that. They could, but I don't see it happening. Browns against the Jaguars. I'm going Jags. Jags don't have the better team, but I'm still not sure on Watson. Watson hasn't played great when he has played, and he's always playing hurt. But I do have the Browns finally winning against the Giants, going to win against the Raiders, winning against the Commanders. Eagles take the Browns coming off their bye. Browns take the Bengals at home. Lose to the Chargers. Beat the Saints. Lose to the Steelers. Beat the Broncos. Beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh. Lose to the Chiefs. Lose to the Bengals. And lose to the Dolphins. I have Browns finishing 7-10. Coming out of the play. They did just go to the playoffs, yes. But their schedule this year, in my opinion, is tougher. And I'm like I said, Watson's coming back. I'm not high on Watson. I think, honestly, if I was the Browns, I'm not. I don't know exactly if that would work because of the cap reasons, but I'm just saying Joe Flacco would have been. I was like, hey, Joe, you stay, get rid of Watson. I'm just not big on Watson anymore. He was great with the Texans, but with the Browns, he's really been nobody. But now let's move on to the Steelers. So Browns 7-10, Ravens 11-6. Let's go to the Steelers. Steelers against the Falcons, week 1. I'm going to give that one to the Steelers. No reason behind it. I just feel that's the Steelers matchup to win. Week 1. Falcons establishing a new coach, new quarterback, most likely a new system. It's going to take some time. I see the Steelers winning week 1. Broncos, Steelers. I'm not going to explain all these like I did with the Ravens. It was just to get time on that one. But mainly I'm just going through and showing you my picks. I'm going to go Chargers. I'm going to go Steelers again against the Colts. Cowboys beat the Steelers coming off mini bye, which means I think they played on Thursday or this is a Monday. I think that's what that means. They beat the Raiders, lose to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is back. Jets are going to be a good team this year. Lose to the beat the Giants. Beat the Commanders. Lose to the Bengals twice. Lose to the Chiefs and lose to the Eagles. And I have the Steelers finishing 8-9 and Mike Tomlin finally getting his first losing season as a head coach. Now on to the Bengals, who as of this are 4-2. They'll beat the Patriots. I mean, I'm not high on the Patriots this year. New system, rookie quarterback. It'll take some time, and I'm still not so sure on those receivers. So we'll take the Chiefs to win. The Bengals beat Washington. Bengals beat the Panthers. I do think the Panthers are going to be a much more improved team this year, but they're not. I don't think they're nowhere near good enough right now to beat the Bengals. Bengals beat the Giants. Eagles take the Bengals. Bengals beat the Raiders. I have the Chargers taking the Bengals. Cowboys beating the Bengals. Bengals beating the Titans. And beating the Broncos to go 11-6 with Joe Burrow back. They tie the Ravens at 11-6. If I were to take them to lose one of these games, like a shock game, it would be to lose to the Ravens. Or a shock game like they're not supposed to lose, I would go probably Commanders coming right off of the Chiefs and going to the Panthers. I'd go Commanders if they were to lose one. Matter of fact, let's do Commanders just for the fun of it. 10-7 Bengals. So that division is now done. Ravens take the division at 11-6, Bengals second and 10-7. Steelers 8-9, Browns 7-10. Let's move on. This is the North. Let's do the North over here. Starting with the current champions, the Detroit Lions. LA week 1. Stafford back in Detroit again. Lions got the number last time, and they're not getting it again. Rams take week 1. Bucks at Lions. Lions take that one. I like the Bucks, but they're also installing a somewhat new system. I think if they still had Dave Canales, this could definitely be a Bucks win, but I think they're still going to be installing their system here. Although I do have the Bucks winning week 1 against Washington, I do think they're going to need some time against good teams, which is why the rest of the games coming so late is good for them. Lions at Cardinals. Lions. I mean, obvious. Seahawks at Lions. Lions start 3-1 and then go to their bye. So winning record at the bye, great for them. Then they head into Dallas. Once again, Dallas is a great team at home, but they do fumble some. Excuse me. Let's take Dallas. Lions at Vikings. Vikings coming off a bye. Lions getting off that tough game with Dallas. I think Lions drop one here. Lions start 3-3. The Titans come to them, they win. Lions beat the Packers. Texans beat the Lions coming off the mini bye. Lions beat the Jaguars, beat the Colts, beat the Bears. I'll flip those and go Lions winning at home, Packers winning in Detroit, or winning in Lambeau. Lions are 8-5. Bills at Lions, give me the Bills. Lions, give me the Niners against the Lions once again, and the Lions to close it out at 10-7. So pretty easy schedule for the Lions, except towards the stretch down here. You get the Bills, the Niners. You get the Texans and Packers back-to-back. I think those are both losses. I don't like them back-to-back. Now let's go to the next division here, which we're going to do Packers. Or best next team in the division. For Packers, I'm going to go Eagles loss. They lose week 1. But then they come back week 2. They win week 3, win week 4, lose to the Rams. Rams take that one. I think the Rams are going to be a much better team this year, too. They got that defense upgraded, got that defense where it needs to be. Offensive line's way improved. Rams are going to be a good team this year. Let's go right here. Packers. Cardinals, Packers. I think the Cardinals are getting the number 1 overall pick this year. At least I did before the draft. We'll see. Texans beat the Packers. Jaguars beat the Packers. Packers beat the Bears because they still own them. I'm joking. Niners beat the Packers. Dolphins beat the Packers. Packers beat Seattle. They drop that one, and they finish 9-8, the Packers. Another down year. Once again, not so sure on their wide receiver core. They really don't have a true number 1, and that worries me, not having a true number 1. Alrighty, let's head to the next team. So they finished 9-8. Let's go to the next team, which is the Vikings. Week 1, I'm going to take them over the Giants. And then you go 49ers take it, Texans take it, Jets take it, Rams take it, Colts take it, Jaguars, they beat the Titans, beat the Bears, beat the Cardinals, Falcons take them, Bears take them in Minnesota, Seattle wins that one. I have the Vikings going 6-11. Rookie quarterback, they lost Kirk Cousins. Jay Jettas is going to win them some of these games, which is why I have them beating Seattle here, I think, and the Lions. I think Justin Jefferson really helps them in some of these games. Now, I think J.J. McCarthy's a good quarterback, but he's going to take time. And I think them getting rid of Kirk made them worse, even though they still have the best receiver arguably in the league. But I do see them being worse this year than they were last year. 6-11. Let's go to Bears. And then the Bears open against the Titans. I don't like the Titans this year either. I'm not sure on Will Levis being the quarterback, so I'm going to go Bears. Texans win that one. Colts win that. Rams win. Rams, I think, like I said, Rams are going to be a good team this year. I have the Colts winning. I like the Colts. And I have the Texans winning, so I think I like the Texans. Texans are probably winning their division. Panthers, Bears win, obviously. I mean, hey, listen, it's the Panthers. No, Jaguars win that one. Washington, I have taking the Bears. I have the Bears beating the Cardinals. Beating the Patriots. 49ers are winning, and then Seattle wins. Or Bears beat Seattle. Actually, let me think for a minute. Bears beat Washington. I forgot they got all those new receivers additions, and they beat the Colts. I don't have the Bears making the playoffs, though, but I have them at 8-9. Now that I actually thought about it for a second, I forgot they got all those receivers. So that division I have being Lions at 10-7, Packers at 9-8, Bears at 8-9, and Vikings at 6-11. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Now let's head to the Souths of each division. The AFC South would be the Texans. Texans open with a W, beat the Jaguars, lose to the Bills, and then beat the Patriots. Texans start here 1, 2, 3, 4. They start 6-1. Great start. Things start going downhill. 6-2, 6-3, but then they win against the Lions. 7-3. Lose 7-4. Win 7-5 or 8-4. Lose to the Jaguars coming off the bye. 8-5. 8-6. 8-7, but they do finish 10-7 and make the playoffs. I also think that will be enough to win the division. Jaguars here. Next, give me the Dolphins week 1. Give me the Bills off the bye. The Jaguars beating the Colts. There. Beating the Patriots. Eagles winning. Titans beating them as a shocking matchup. Jets winning. Raiders beating the Jaguars. Jaguars beating the Titans. Colts beating the Jaguars. Jaguars also finish 8-9. I'm not big on Lawrence. Lawrence had an off year, but he's also been going downhill. And actually, if you look at the stats, honestly, Daniel Jones has been a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. So I'm not big on Lawrence. I'm not big on him. Let's move to the Colts. Colts' schedule is pretty much filled out. They beat the Titans, lose to the Dolphins, lose to the Bills, but I have them beating the Jets, beating the Patriots, beating the Broncos, beating the Titans, and I have them finishing 9-8, which is second in the division. Jaguars also lost some good pieces on offense, which is why I have them also losing more games. Jets beat the Titans. Dolphins beat the Titans. Bills beat the Titans. Titans beat the Patriots. Chargers beat the Titans. Titans do beat Washington for me. And they finished 3-14. Once again, like I said, I'm not big on it. Their offense is old. They lost Derrick Henry. They have Will Levis at quarterback. Honestly, Titans might get the first overall pick. We'll see how this plays out. Now we're going to go to the NFC South, which we will start with the Falcons. Falcons at the Eagles. Eagles win. Kansas City wins. Falcons beat the Saints, and they beat the Bucs. Falcons start their season 2-3. These three are just losses due to, well, Chiefs are better team, Eagles are better team. Steelers are arguably a better team. Not really. They're better defense, not a better offense. They beat the Panthers coming off a mini bye, and then they lose to Seattle coming off the mini bye. They're 4-4 right now because of this game down here. If we take that game off, they are 3-4. Then the Bucs get their revenge in Tampa. They lose to the Cowboys, lose to the Saints in New Orleans, lose to the Broncos, They lose to the Chargers. And then they went out. They finish 8-9. I'm not as high on the Falcons as everyone else. Yeah, they got Kirk, but he's arguably going to a worse offense. A new head coach. I'm not as high on the Falcons as everyone else. Now we go to the Bucs. Bucs winning week 1 against the Commanders. I think Bucs got way better in the offseason. People were like, hey, Bucs got worse. They lost the key pieces on both sides. Offense, not really. We didn't lose anything. Defense, we lost not Cortland Sutton. That's not even with us. What am I thinking? What's his name? Oh boy, hold on 1 second. I'm blanked. That guy. Oh, we'll go to him last. We traded him to the Lions. I just can't remember his name. Carlton Davis. We lost Carlton Davis, Devin White. Unexpected interruption. But yeah, we lost Carlton Davis. White. Was it White or David? I'm pretty sure we lost White and Shaq Barrett, mainly on defense. Those are the big ones. And you got to think that really, what did they do for the Bucs? Like, really, what did they do? Besides Davis getting cooked all year, White getting killed, and then Shaquille Barrett only really had one big play, which was to seal the Bears game. Really, they did nothing. So, let's go back. Broncos at Bucs. Bucs win that. Eagles at Bucs. Although the Eagles could take this, I'm going Bucs once again. Saints win in New Orleans. Chiefs beat the Bucs. And then the 49ers beat the Bucs. So to start the season, the Bucs are 5-5. And then they go on a bit of a win streak. They beat the Giants coming off of a bye. The Giants are also coming off a bye. The Bucs beat the Panthers, beat the Raiders, and then this is where they start losing again. Lose to the Chargers. I'm actually going to this game, Bucs and Cowboys. I will be there. Lower bowl, but I think the Cowboys win that one. I'm going, but I'm almost certain we're going to lose that game. Here's the thing. Cowboys are not as good as people think they are, and I do think that the Bucs will lose this game, right? But Baker's undefeated against the Cowboys. Give me that. Cowboys have the better defense, I think, overall, secondary wise. Bucs have the better offensive weapons besides CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's a squad in himself. You get CeeDee Lamb down there, and you good. Bucs went out in the season and finished 10-7, win their division. We get the Saints next. Panthers. I do think the Panthers are winning some games this year. I'm going to take them here as an upset over the Saints. Cowboys and Eagles win. Chiefs win. Saints beat the Broncos. And I do think the Saints will beat the Chargers coming off that mini-bye. Panthers lose to the Saints this time in Carolina. Rams beat the Saints. I mean, obvious. Not really. Anything can happen in the NFL. The Chiefs could lose to the Panthers if they were playing. I don't know if they're playing, but I'm just saying anything can happen. Giants beat the Saints. Washington beats the Saints. Saints beat Raiders. They finished 6-11. Which, arguably, their schedule's tougher this year than it was last year. And I think we could see Spencer Rattler start some games this year. Panthers. All right, Chargers. Raiders. Washington. Broncos. Panthers beat the Giants. They do play the Chiefs. Panthers! I'm telling you. That's going to happen. Panthers are winning that game. It's going to be a big shock, big upset. No, that's going to happen. I'm saying it's happening. It's happening. Cowboys win. Panthers beat the Cardinals. And Panthers finished 4-13, a better record than last year, but they're still bottom of their division, maybe even their conference. All right, we've done the Souths, we've done the Norths. Now let's go out west. West, yeah. We'll start with the Chargers. This is West, right? I'll say it's West. I'm pretty sure it's West. I'm not very good with this stuff. Raiders week 1. Chargers win that one. Chiefs take that one. Chargers and Broncos. Give me the Broncos. Chargers. Give me the Chargers to win in Kansas City. Actually, let's flip those, yeah. Chargers win at home, start 4-0. Chargers lose to Kansas City in Kansas. Chargers lose to the Broncos here, and they close out the season losing. Pretty tough schedule, but they finish 10-7, make the playoffs, most likely. But they're 2-4 in the division. There's a chance that they don't make the playoffs. We'll see. Let's head to the Chiefs next. Chiefs at Niners. Give me the Niners in the Super Bowl rematch. Chiefs to beat the Raiders. Chiefs to do that. Give me the Bills against the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs against the Raiders and against the Broncos. And the Chiefs finish 13-4. They're the Chiefs. They're going to do good in the regular season. Now give me the Broncos week 1 against Seattle. No, please don't. Give me the Jets there. Give me the Raiders to beat the Broncos. In Denver. Give me Denver to win in Las Vegas. And the Broncos go 5-12. Now, as for the Raiders, they got 1 game left. Or no, 2 games left for us to do. They're losing to LA and they're losing to the Dolphins. Raiders finish 4-13. So that division is now Chiefs winning 13-4, Chargers 10-7, Broncos 5-12, Raiders 4-13. Now let's go to the West on the other side, which we'll start with my friends, the Los Angeles Rams. Against the Cardinals, that's a Rams dub. San Fran in LA, give me LA. Rams are 8-0 at this point. But they start the season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0 before dropping one to Seattle in Seattle. They beat the Dolphins, beat the Patriots, lose to the Eagles. Eagles take that. Lose to the Bills. Lose to the Niners. Lose to the Jets. And then beat the Cardinals. And beat Seattle. 12-5. We need an upset in here. Something to upset it. Give me an upset. What could happen? Upset-wise. Give me the Dolphins over the Rams. Rams finish 11-6. I like just having at least an upset somewhere. Now let's go to the Niners. Jets at Niners, give me the Niners. Niners, Patriots, give me the Niners. Give me the Niners. Give me the Niners. Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. Give me the Bills. Give me the Dolphins. And give me the Cardinals in an upset. So both the Niners and the Rams finish 11-6. No, we got to go Niners there. Niners win their division at 12-5. Now let's go Seattle. They'll beat the Patriots, lose to the Dolphins. Beat the Giants, lose to the Bills. Cardinals will beat them in Seattle. They'll beat the Jets, beat the Cardinals in Arizona. And Seattle finishes 7-10, missing the playoffs again. Let's go to Cardinals, who are 2-10. Who I said would be my number 1 draft pick. Well, we'll see. They do have a really tough schedule this year. It's crazy how tough they are. And yeah, 2-15, they're getting my number 1 pick. So that division's done. Rams, 11-6, second place. 49ers win the division, 12-5. Seahawks 7-10, Cardinals 2-15. Time for the final conferences. The final divisions. The East. And we will kick it off with the Dolphins, who are 11-0, before dropping one to the Bills. Dropping it to the Patriots. Honestly, I think the Dolphins lose out at this point. I like the Patriots taking the Dolphins both times. I do think this is going to be the division to be in. I also have the Jets at 11 wins. And then Jets will lose out. The rest of the way. Bills finishing the highest in the NFL. Where's their last game? The Bills finishing 15-2. They really do have an easy schedule. You know what? Give me the Jaguars over them. Now that I don't think they're going to have 15 wins, so I'm going to choose some upsets here. Give me the Jaguars over them. And we'll leave it there, 14-3. And Patriots are 7-10. That division is good. Now that means the Bills, Jets, and Dolphins all make the playoffs in the AFC. Your 1 seed for the AFC, your Bills. The 2 seed, the Chiefs. The 3 seed, the Ravens. The 4 seed, the Texans. The 5 seed, the Jets. The 6th seed, the Dolphins. The 7th seed, the Chargers. And that's it. Let's head over to the NFC. Although I do think the Bills will not be 14-5 either, but I can't justify them losing any more of these games. Texans, we'll take Texans away from them too. 13-4. That's better, and they're still the 1 seed. Let's head over here to the Cowboys. Cowboys beat the Giants. Eagles take the Cowboys, or actually Cowboys win against the Eagles in Dallas. Washington takes them. Giants take them there. Eagles take them, and then Washington, they close out the season with a loss and finish 13-4. Eagles 10-3 will fall to the Giants because they'll be looking ahead to the Bengals. They will fall to the Commanders, so they'll be looking ahead to the Rams, which they will win. And they will fall to the Commanders again. Eagles will finish the season 10-7. We'll go to the Commanders now, who are 8-7 at this time. A win could put them in the playoffs against the Giants. But the Giants take it. Now their playoffs are really on the line here. They gotta beat the Giants right here for a chance, and they do it. They beat the Giants to go to the playoffs. Now the Giants finish 5-12. And those are my predictions for this year in the NFL. So to recap, your number 1 seeds in the AFC and NFC are the Bills at 13-4 and the Cowboys at 13-4. Your 2 seeds are the Niners at 12-5 and the Chiefs at 13-4. Your Texans are 11-6 in the 3rd seed, and your Lions are 10-7 in the 3rd seed. Your Ravens are 11-6 in the 4th seed, and your Buccaneers are 10-7 and the 4th seed. The 5th seed is the Jets at 11-6 and the Rams at 11-6. Here's the way the AFC has the top 6 seeds are 11-6 or better. The AFC has a really easy schedule this year, and they are the conference to beat. 6th seed Dolphins 11-6, Eagles at 10-7, and the 7th seed Chargers at 10-7, and the Commanders at 9-8, barely getting the edge over the Packers. Every year there is at least 3 or 4 new playoff teams. For me this year, that's the Chargers, the Jets, the Commanders, and yeah, that's it. So 3 new playoff teams. And the number 1 seed goes to the Cardinals, the second seed goes to the Titans. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that. We can go to the actual playoffs now. And let me see. You can see the playoffs here. You can see the draft order if you need to real quick. Jets at Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens there over the Jets. Dolphins at Texans. Give me the Texans. Chargers at Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. So I think the home team wins all of these. Rams at Bucks. If it was Bucks at Rams, I would take the Rams, but I do think the Bucks will get the win here. Just based on the environment and the defense being a little much for Stafford. Lions over the Eagles, and then obviously the 49ers over Washington. Head to the next round, where in this one you can only see this. Let me actually... So we're going to do this half first. So Chiefs will beat the Texans. Bills will beat the Ravens. Now let me pull it. Let me do this. Is there a way I can do this? Let me see. There we go. You can see it now. I had to figure out how to do it. There, you can see it now. So right here, we see this. We have Lions and 49ers. I think the Lions finally get the revenge. And Dallas in the playoffs. You know how Dallas is in the playoffs? Give me the Bucks. Dallas in the playoffs sells. Let's go up to the conference championship. Honestly, give me the Chiefs over the Bills. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills. No, Chiefs. I can't do that. And then this game is the most intriguing one. Like I said, as a non-biased Bucks fan. Non-biased. You can ask anyone. I'm non-biased. Gotta think here. NFC Championship game. Bucks defense. Goff going on a run. Give me the Lions. It pains me, but give me the Lions. And then in the Super Bowl, once again, give me the Lions. Goff gets his championship. Yeah, I like that. And then this is your final draft order. What team had the hardest strength of schedule, according to this? Titans. But yeah. That's my predictions for this year. They'll change. I might do another one when we get closer to the season after training camp. People can get hurt. You know, stuff that happens. It depends, but we'll see. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.